seemed to work. Oh, poor Russia. Can't really afford anything. It's always a sad day playing as Russia because you can't really do anything.
Yeah.
This first turn is really the only time you can do anything as Russia.
Sounds about right.
And even that really isn't a ton of stuff.
Right now I'm in a computer game and somehow I'm managing to do something as Russia.
How are you in a computer game? You're playing me.
No, not right now.
Oh, gotcha.
I completely said, what's the point of keeping the North Factory? I'm just gonna keep the bottom two. I just moved everyone.
That's a strategy. That is definitely a strategy.
And then they took care of that, and then I just strategic bombed my own force.
Yeah.
And said, sorry Germany, you just took over my spot, so I'm gonna bomb it. I want to like notifications. The game started. I joined the game. I declined my own game. So I guess I did create a game. And then I declined it.
Okay, I think that's really all I can do attacking wise. Yeah. I could try to be a little bit more aggressive, but it really isn't much of a point.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this first battle then.
You know, if you move your sub, you're one turn away from taking out your one lone Russian sub. You take out my lone Russian sub.
The Russian sub takes out itself? Wow, triple sixes. What a roll.
Nice.
Yeah, get the bad rolls out of the way right now. I like it. There you go. That was a little bit better. Another 6. Okay.
I am one. Okay, I'll take that. Hit 2.
What the heck just happened there? I had a 1 pop up for a second, I got excited, and then suddenly it was like, nope, that would roll didn't count. Alright, cool.
I saw 3.
Alright, cool. Come on, just take out the tank. That's all I asked for. Thank you. And of course he hit. But it's okay. Well, that wasn't quite the victory I wanted, but, you know.
I will take it. Even though I lost.
No, that's a pretty decent loss.
If you take out points, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Last time I did that against the computer, I took no casualties. Yeah.
Nice. Wow. That was less exciting. I thought there was going to be better with planes and tanks, but... Oh no.
Beautiful.
Oh no. Okay, cool. The plane missed, at least. Come on, hit something. There we go. Now I need these guys to step up. Are you serious? This is ridiculous.
Yes.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I'll take it. I'm gonna lose.
Well, now you all hit. Now you all hit.
What you gonna do?
That was a terrible move. Man, my dice rolling is garbage. Oh my gosh. Some grade A garbage right there.
I did one that I think I attacked with like 4 guys, 2 artillery, and like 8 tanks, and only 1 hit. And I'm like, are you serious?
This game's cruel sometimes.
Yeah.
You do everything right, and yet nothing works.
And then the computer comes in and hits all of them.
Yep.
all 3 guys rolled 1.
Yep, that's the cruelty of the game. You think you did everything right, and then suddenly everything's falling apart.
Yep.
Well, that certainly wasn't the round I would have liked for Russia.
Now, let's see. What am I gonna do with Germany? This is always the big decision.
Well, yeah, because as Germany, you really have to do it within the first few turns. You got to make some noise.
Yeah. I don't care about the industrial complex.
Yeah, you should buy an industrial complex right now.
That's a great idea.
That's a fantastic idea. Go put it on Madagascar or something.
Right.
Alright, what did this kid just buy? 4 tanks, a cruiser, and a dude.
And it's the dude.
The dude. Bought himself a dude.
Are you a fighter? You're a fighter.
Okay, he's going after the
bombers.
Germany should have at least 1 bomber somewhere.
There it is.
There he is. That's a strategic bombing. Is that what you want to do?
That's what I wanted to do.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
This game can get pretty finicky sometimes.
Yeah. I can probably tell. Actually, no, that's not strategic bomb, because if I do this right, I might even take it over. Is there a way to cancel an attack once you... No, because that's not how this game works.
You can't attack and then suddenly go, no, I don't want to attack there. I mean, I guess you could, but you lose a turn.
Finish it off. And then... attack. Nothing that I really want. Unless I can... No. But I can move you. I can say yes.
What's he doing? What's he doing? What's going on?
You come up there.
He's trying to kick the door down.
Yeah. I'm trying to be strategic, but I don't know how to be strategic.
That's probably something you need to learn, in a strategy game, is to be strategic. Alright, what's he got? Okay. Hey, I mean, that's a way to do it, yeah.
Actually no, because that's a bad... yeah, let's not do that. I just remembered, if I do that, then you can just... I don't have my battleship to protect my...
The lone Russian fighter will take it down.
Yep.
Alright, time for the combat. Oh dear.
This should be an easy one.
Wow.
Okay. That'll work too.
Oh boy. Meanwhile, I had 2 tanks and 2 fighters, and only one of them hit.
I was thinking I was gonna take a ding.
And dude just happens to land his submarine shot. Like it's nothing. Ah yes, the lone tank.
There we go. Like hit one. Just one.
And he didn't even hit anything. Man. The Russians are not good at dice rolling.
No, only the subs are good at dice rolling.
That's true. The Russian submarine takes all of the dice magic.
Exactly. good old Russian sword. That was an awesome game. Wow, I mean my
There you
guys
go.
don't even know how to hit something.
Okay, that's less exciting. I needed a few hits. My tanks just aren't hitting anything. Jeez. Wow. Nothing's hitting. It's all the low numbers that are hitting. But that one tank has rolled 2 5s and a 6.
There we go. Hit something. There we go.
There we go. Come on, tank, hit something here. Oh my god. That tank rolled a 5, a 5, a 6, and a 4. My gosh.
Maybe it was too cold. You didn't know what to do.
No, the Russians know how to deal with cold. It's the Germans that don't know how to deal with cold.
It's a Russian immigrant.
Gosh.
Wow.
Yes! Finally, the double sixes for you. Finally, something bright on my side.
Two.
Another 6. There we go. There we go. Finally, the dice are rolling. Oh my gosh! You knew as soon as the dice were gonna start hitting, it was gonna be huge.
Yeah. You did a good job defending. I'll give you that.
You say that like I have a hand in defending.
Yeah. Move you over. You can go protect. That's my sub still doing over here. Oh, that's the other sub.
Yeah, the other side.
Where should I put you? You have a destroyer right there.
Yes, I do.
1, 2, 8. Just want to be out of range
Oh yeah.
of a destroyer. Okay, so I'll put you here. Oh, build a fleet. I'll put you over there. Move everyone out of Germany.
Moving a lot of guys around.
Yeah.
What goes around, goes around, goes around, coming back around.
I got 3 guys. I need 3 guys.
A lot of arrows. Oh my gosh. There's
Yeah.
so many guys.
I don't even know what's happening. Let's go with that and we'll call it a day.
A lot of movement.
Alright.
Lots of movement. Lots of movement. A lot of things just happened. Alright, now comes probably one of the hardest ones to do in this game is Great Britain.
I agree.
It's just because you can do so many things, but you don't have the money to do anything you want.
That's exactly right.
It's the worst.
It's like, do you fortify Great Britain or do you hope to defend, where is this? Defend India?
Yeah, well, realistically, Great Britain, you have, at least a few turns before you have to worry about Germany trying to land. Usually. With you, I don't know. You can do a lot of crazy things. You crazy kid.
Let's see. I'm only taking. Okay, let's see. 2 planes, a bomber. Okay, so that means To attack you, I need technically 3 planes, 4 planes, 5 planes, 6 planes, 15 planes. Let's go with 15 planes.
Yep. That's pretty historically accurate.
Let's see. Let's take over Midway Island, and Hawaii. Let's go with 5 planes, and let's go with like 75 planes. Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's a good
Let's go
plan.
with that.
It's a decent plan.
The only thing that Great Britain does in Term 1, strategic bomb. That's about it.
That's pretty much Great Britain the entire game, though. The entire game is strategic bombing.
I attempted to do what you're trying to do now in North Africa.
Yeah.
None of the guys hit, and I lost everybody.
Jeez.
Actually, I think I took out one guy. All that for one guy.
Yeah, it feels bad.
I'm like, I lost Africa.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Africa really isn't a ton of money. It's what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $9 for that Great Britain has, but it's still $9. That's 3 guys.
Right. At that point, it's not $9 that Great Britain doesn't have. It's 9 points that Germany has.
Yeah.
To then take over Russia.
Yeah. It's pretty accurate.
It's like Japan's job isn't to get 9 points, or at this point 40 points, because then you can make 2 battleships.
Yeah.
It's not to get 40 points, it's to make sure that America doesn't get 40 points.
Yep. Alright, well, that's really all I'm doing attacking-wise. There's not a whole lot of attacking I can do.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Alright, let's do this.
I didn't just leave my sub open. I keep doing that. I just leave that sub.
Yeah.
So how
Oh, gosh.
How do the bombing raids work? You roll a dice.
You get 1 shot to hit my plane. If you roll a 1, you shoot down a plane.
Okay.
And then whatever I roll does that amount of damage to your factory. I can do up to double damage at your factory. If you have, since the factory in Germany is worth 10 points, if I do 10 points of damage, you can't use that factory
Okay.
until you repair it,
Right.
which is money you have to spend.
Right. Which is the whole point of Great Britain.
Right. Just annoy the crap out of Germany until someone comes in and helps.
Right.
There you go. Finally, I got people to hit.
Hit something.
Yes, finally. Something in my favor has
Why not?
happened.
Do 3 points.
Okay. Now for the non-combats. You go there. You get to go there. You are going to go there. Again, there really isn't a ton of moving around that gets done.
Well, is there moves in this game that you could put a guy on a bomber and then drop them somewhere?
See, I know that that's the thing in the board game, but I don't know if you can do that in this version,
Okay.
which makes me sad.
Right. Because then it takes over it changes how things work with my one guy in North Africa. I would have moved him over, except for you could basically put a guy there and jump there,
Right.
and then that puts my whatever you just took out, makes it so that they can't defend anything anymore.
Yeah.
I also one time, when I'm against the computer, I took that aircraft carrier and that cruiser and a transport and sent him over to destroy the one transport in Japan. I tried that once,
Yeah.
and I was somehow successful.
Yeah. I mean,
if you don't, you lose a transport, and they lose a transport anyway.
sometimes it comes down to just the luck of the rolls,
Right.
which I hate.
Yep. That's why Ben is so bad at this game, because he always rolls terribly.
Yep. You better believe it. Yeah, boy. That's about all I can do. Oh, aircraft crashing. Nope. Please don't. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. It's my bomber. I just sent it back.
Yes, have the bomber crash.
Yeah, please don't do that. Please no.
What is that, 13 points that they don't have anymore?
Bomber worth 12, yeah.
12?
Yeah, it's... Let's not let that happen.
Right.
Alright. Alright. Now time for my least favorite in this game. Japan.
You just don't like playing as them?
I hate playing as Japan. It's similar to the United Kingdom, except you have to deal with the US.
Yeah.
And you pretty much have their full focus.
Yep.
I did have one game where the US tried to very quickly load up on eastern US and try to start landing in France and Germany. And it didn't work. Because the U.S. sent their entire fleet to Europe, and so they're Hawaii Midway was all open. What did you buy?
Yep.
Tank, battleship, and a dude.
Just like they call him the dude.
The dude. Alright. Taking away points from the United States.
So that's all that matters.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what you're doing here. That's the goal of these moves.
Send it 3. Text it a 1. I get a dink.
Okay.
Being aggressive.
Yeah.
Let's do this. It is such a solid move.
I mean, that'd be a very high risk, high reward situation, because if you hit, I mean, I'd lose the submarine, but I'm not exactly rolling high numbers. Okay.
I guess I should move my battleship up there. Move my destroyer up there, because you can do something. I have to do a non-combat move, that's right.
Yes.
Which means I'll forget about it.
Yep, pretty much.
No, let's not do that. Well, technically I could.
So ultimately, in order to win, either side has to just take 3 victory cities, and that's the game. That's what it comes down to.
Let's go with, I may win and I may lose.
Okay.
But I'm hoping to do something.
Yeah.
Points away from the UK.
Well, this isn't taking any points away. It's just taking away their ability to take points.
If I can take out the transport.
Okay. I like 6s when they're not on my side.
Wow, you did nothing.
Excellent. Defending submarine. Oh.
Something. There you go.
Wow. Well, that almost worked out in my favor, but oh well. I still have the submarine. Here's what I'm more focused about.
This one here.
Even though I'm pretty sure you're gonna lose just based on the numbers, but you never know. That's why we have dice rolls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, the battleship missed. Beautiful. Oh, that's right. I'm attacking.
Yes, you're attacking. Oh my gosh.
I thought it was defending.
Oh gosh, not very good. Not very good rolling.
Hit something. Okay.
Nice.
How much aircraft carriers worth?
I think they're worth like 14.
Fighters are 12.
Fighters are 10.
10. Okay. Yeah.
And then, you know, battleships are only 8, so you can just sink your battleship.
Battleships aren't worth 8.
I'm trying to catch you napping. Battleship's only worth 8. You can lose your battleship. It's okay.
I'm just looking at my playstyle. I don't use aircraft carriers that much for how much I should have them.
Yeah. Alright.
Nice.
I will admit, I'm very surprised that you won. But all you have left to show for it is a battleship and a fighter.
Right. But
Yeah?
I better hit something. You better hit something. Oh my goodness. At least you didn't hit it.
Yeah, nobody hit. Nobody hit. It's okay.
I was expecting one guy, but
I was hoping for one.
I mean, any time that they can't take anything is good. Now here I should win. Should.
Yeah.
Theoretically, I should. There we go.
There you go.
Nice. 1 point away from the United States. Combat move. You can go back. At least do something. Okay, you stay there. Destroyer can move up here. Battleship. Not within range. Let's go here. Let's not do that. I want you to stay. I want you to, like, go here. There we go. three guys from some children's home. So anything else I can do? That's basically it. I guess I'm gonna be there. I'm actually laying airplane. Sure. We go.
Alright.
Fun America.
The United States. The only people that have money. That can do anything.
America.
Oh, yes.
What's America gonna do?
Yeah. Huh. This is the hard part about the U.S. is a lot of things fall on you, but there's not a ton that can happen here at the start.
Right. One thing that's nice about the computer, I don't have to count money and how much money we have. It's just automatically calculates it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 36 bucks. Sweet. Where goes Africa? Just like that. And I'm attacking with 2 twos. But you're also attacking with, what is that? 2 twos and a 3. All this for an aircraft carrier?
Yeah, oh yeah. And a fighter.
And a fighter. Don't forget about the fighter.
Hey man, every win's a win.
Let's see, so destroyer attacking with an aircraft carrier and a sub. So hit for 1. Hit 1. I'm opening the fighter.
You'll more than likely hit it. You're more than likely hit at least one because of the fighter. Yeah. But you'll have to wait to see that.
Right. We'll do this one first. My nice loss right here.
Mm-hmm.
Full fighter. That's why.
Instead of, unless everything misses and everything you have hits, which of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Okay, cool.
Okay, I hit a guy. I'll take it.
Alright. I'll more than likely lose something because that fighter will probably hit, but
Something. Hit something. You get your sub shot.
yeah, it didn't go really well, but wow.
Wow.
Victory for the United States.
Big loss for me.
Yeah. I mean, not really, but
Yeah.
it was more the fact that the United States didn't lose anything. That's the bigger issue. Don't really feel like I did anything, but it was a successful round. Oh, what am I doing? Don't do that. Alright.